All right, team, cheer it. Ring it. And student tenants begin. Honor, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, courage, community. Ring it. And Jumbi. By the way, it's a new Korean word that you may not know yet. To start means to shijak. So if I say student tenants, shijak, then that means to start. All right, just to kind of teach you a little bit more Korean. So first thing first, warm-ups, 45-second round is going to be running. All right, we're gonna run in place. If you got some room, you can run around in a circle if you want. But if you are in a small spot, then just run in place. 45 seconds. Begin. Move those feet, move those feet. Good job, good job. Keep it going, keep it going. I'm gonna switch to gallery view so that way I can see everybody moving. There we go, perfect. Carter's running around, mom. Haynes kids are running in circles, they're gonna get dizzy. 15 seconds. Well, 2 of the Haynes kids. I got 3 Haynes kids. Where's the other one? Missing one. Just realized that.
Ella's not done with school yet.
Oh, okay. All right, next one down. Push-ups position, shoulder touches. Push-ups on the floor, shoulder touches. And begin. Trying to reserve energy now. A, I just ate, so I don't want to retaste it. And B, kickboxing is next. So, I can imagine y'all don't want to see me revisiting my food on camera. But we're going to be down in the push-up position and shoulder touches. Very good, very good. 15 seconds. All right, and plank position. We're gonna prepare for the planks for May. So we're gonna do 45-second planks. Toes and elbows, and begin. Everything off the ground except your toes and your elbows. Getting prepared for the May plank position. We got Mr. T in the house. Yep, there's Cam's angry look because he knows I'm picking on him. All right, doing great, doing great. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. All right, next thing, everyone back up. We're gonna do squats. Remember, for squats, you want double your shoulder width apart. So here's my shoulders, here's double. I'm gonna squats. If you need to help keep the back straight, begin. Then look up to the sky or to your ceiling. And keep that back nice and straight. Just moving your legs, just moving your legs. Let's go, Cam. Squats, sir. $15 seconds. All right, next round, I want you to use your imagination. I want you to imagine you have a jump rope. You're gonna jump rope for 45 seconds. All right, I want you to imagine that you have a jump rope in your hands and begin. Very good, great job, great job. $15 seconds. Keep it going, keep it going. Come on, Mr. Chase. Let me see those jump ropes, buddy. There we go. That's good. Keep it going. All right, next one's going to be lunges. Gonna lunge forward. Remember, when you lunge forward, you want to drop that knee about 1 inch to 2 off the ground. And then come back up. Begin. Tell you what, if anybody wants to get really good at workouts and you're not in the instructor program, get into the instructor program. This is my 3rd time doing this set of workouts today alone. So it's a great way to work out. And it's a lot of fun. And if you are in the instructor program, as you go through the levels, you'll then get to be more. I'm doing this as well. Last round, we're gonna do jumping jacks. Full swings all the way through. And get to be sweaty. And begin. Jumping jacks, jumping jacks, jumping jacks, jumping jacks, jumping jacks. Full arm swings. Excellent, excellent, excellent. 20 seconds, 20 seconds. So I'm sure most of you all know that me and the remote have been having problems, having some beef. Well, this is the remote from the other floor that works. So I got rid of that remote. Finally got to sprawling with it. Forward arm swings. Excellent, excellent. Backwards. And arms across. And up and down. And hands on your hips, side to side. Forwards and backwards. And circles. Excellent, other way. And hands behind your back, ear to shoulder. Up and down. And left to right. Circles. Other way. Very good job. Feet together, touch toes. Almost done. And stretch all the way up to the sky. Reach as high as you can. And lean to the left. Lean to the right. Excellent. And back to the center. Chariot. Genge. Jumbi. All right, from here, what I want you to do is for everybody, we're going to jump into the self-defense. So if you have a partner, that's awesome. If you can go grab mom or dad or a sibling or anybody of some sort, you're welcome to do so. If you don't have anybody there with you that can help you at this time, that is okay. We're going to do it. You can do it in the air like I'm doing, okay? The only reason why it helps with having somebody else is it gives it that realistic feel. You're able to get the idea of it all, okay? So I'll give everybody a few seconds to go get somebody if need be. All right. Give them about another 15 seconds or so. So like I said, we are working on the self-defense. So this is a two-handed choke from behind. All right, so from here, what we're gonna do, for those of you that are helping out, they're being will a wave master work? Not for the self-defense, not for the self-defense. Ish, I mean, you can make it work for the return strikes, but ideally not for now. That can work for the board breaking, okay? So, but for self-defense, for parents and partners, everybody in between, it is a two-handed choke from behind, okay? So you're gonna be behind them and put your hands around their neck. If you do not feel comfortable putting your hands around their neck, I understand, hands on the shoulders, okay? You wanna make it as realistic as possible with also the safety of concern, okay? Concern of safety. All right, so students, when they have their hands, now what I want you to do, I want everyone at a Jumbi stance. I want you to imagine that you're wherever you want to be, okay? I'm going to imagine this class, I'm in California, all right? I'm in LA, Anaheim, West Hollywood, all that good stuff. I actually really enjoyed it there. So I want you to imagine that, I'm not going to answer that question because you already know the answer. So I want you to imagine where you're at and what you're doing, okay? You're at Jumbi because this is a relaxed point. You going about your business, don't know what's going on. Someone comes up and puts their hands around your neck. First things first, I want you to automatically bring your hand all the way up to the sky. Okay? Now, ear hugs the shoulder. Now, to help with the idea of the circular motion that you're going to do, the first class, the intermediates for the warriors, I had them kind of do this motion. Okay? You can do that to get the idea, or you can shoot straight up if you're already good. From there, you're going to take that hand, that foot is going to step towards them. Okay, I want you looking at them to the point where you can smell what they had for breakfast. All right, and if they ate lunch, because it is about 1:30, I want you to smell what they had for breakfast or for lunch as well. Okay, so hand comes up, come all the way around. From there, I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to finish the circle, wrapping all the way around, and my forearm is going to go under their triceps. Okay, that's the goal, is my forearm is going to go under their triceps. I'm going to use my forearm, pretty strong bone, all right there, your arms are strong right there. I'm going to lift up. When you do that, you're putting pressure onto their tricep. It makes it to where, A, they go on their tippy toes, but also B, it helps where they can't yank out, okay, because it puts pressure there, all right? So you lift up. Now you're going to do 2 body punches and then a high five to their nose, or palm strike to their nose, all right? Now, when you do this, though, remember, you do want to be looking at them, and you want to have that full effect. So if my target is, grab this real quick. So my target's here, right? That's the bad guy. I'm facing away from them, right? Doing my own business. I come around. I'm facing them. I see what's going on. I'm here. 2 body punches, palm strikes to the nose. Okay? Any questions on that from anybody? Any questions? All right. If you don't, Sean's got a question. Okay. What's up, Sean?
How do you do it again?
So one more time, doing it again. Remember, you're facing away from the target. So this is the bad guy. All right, that's my bad guy. Kind of a short bad guy, but it works. So I'm facing away from them. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. They come up, grab my neck, both hands. I'm going to take one hand all the way up. I'll use the other side for demonstration purposes. My hand's going to come all the way up. I'm going to step towards them with the same foot. So I'm stepping in between us to where then I'm turning towards them. I can see them. I can tell what they had for breakfast, for lunch, all that good stuff. I'm going to then continue wrapping my arms around and under theirs. And then I'm going to use my forearm to lift up on their tricep. 2 body punches, and then a high five to the face. Now that high five could change. You can do a hammer fist, you can do an elbow strike, you can clinch a knee, you can do a foot stomp, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff in a real situation. But for testing purposes, 2 body punches and a palm strike to the face. Okay, remember for form palm strike, yes, we curl the fingers. For a self-defense or board breaking, we do not. Do not try to hit them like this. You will hurt yourself too. All right. Great question. Any other questions? All right, go ahead and practice that. If you do have a question, ask me. Ask me. There we go. If you don't have a question, practice on your own. Practice. Begin. Like I said, if you need help on the continue of the circle, draw the circle coming around as you step, then keep all the way until you go all the way under their arms. So what I mean by that is when I'm here, I'm going to swing this arm around, step, and swing it through all the way. Kind of like we're doing the backwards arm circles. Okay, but we're here, come up, 2 body punches, and then strike to the face. Miss Piper, where's Levi today? I just thought about that.
I don't know. He didn't want to do it. I tried to convince him, but he didn't want to do it. So I think he's going to do black belt tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, taking a little bit of a break every now and then is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I made him do homework and sit down and do that. So I guess that's all I can do.
The win-win, right? Win-win, right?
I guess. Yeah.
All right. All right, team, from here, let's go ahead now jump into our board breaking for this cycle. Now, if you are black belts, then as your degree, for your degree, you got a jump or a spin or a spin, depending upon what degree you're on. But we're going to start off with the round kick, okay, for everybody. The round kick, as some of you have practiced, knows that it takes a lot more involvement. If you haven't got much practice with it, we're going to practice now. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab a pillow or something to the sorts. Okay, I'm going to use this focus target here. I want you to grab something that you can use as a focus of reference. All that is just a reference point to where you started. Okay, and I want you to put it down in front of you, just like so. Okay. Now, as for a round kick, keep in mind, for board breaking in general, you do not want to worry about height necessarily, okay, unless you're specifically doing something like a demo or something like that to where you want it to be higher to look cooler. But for board breaking, for testing, just make sure it's belt level, okay? Don't have it really any higher than that, okay? Because the higher you go, the less power you get, all right? That's for board breaking for testing purposes only. So, make sure everyone's back real quick before we jump in. See who I can see. All right, there we go. Chris, you're dismissed, sir. Chris, you're done, sir. Christopher Wenzel, you are done, sir. Cameron, let him go. All right, from here, Okay, everyone's back. What I want you to do is I want you to place the target in front of you and I want you to stand in front of it. Now I want you to think of what leg you're breaking with. Okay, whatever leg you're breaking with. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to break with my left leg. I'm more of a right-legged person, so I would probably break with my right. But I'm going to do it for left just for demonstration purposes. Whatever leg you're kicking with, I want you to take that hand out. So since I'm kicking with my left leg for a demonstration, I'm going to take my left hand out. Okay, that's my distance check and make sure that I can touch the board. When I do that, my other leg, so since I'm breaking with my left, my right leg is going to step into a sitting stance. Okay, if you're doing your breaking with your right leg, of course, then it would be opposite. You have your right hand out, you step with the left. But then the other foot that did not move, you're going to draw a circle until you're pointed, this foot, the foot that's not kicking, is pointed towards the target. Okay? If you do not spin enough, you're not going to face the target. If you spin too much, you're not going to face the target. You want to make sure you spin to where your toes line up with your target. Okay? That is the setup. You are in position now for a round kick to board break with. Couple things. Imagine there is a person in front of you, a tiny person, right? Small person. Okay, a child of any sort or whatever. Right there. You cannot lift your leg up like this without hitting the back of their head. So you need to lift your leg up way high and then continue with the round kick. Okay? When you do that though, this leg must pivot. This leg must pivot with you to swing your body through. And then additionally, do not kick with your toes. It will hurt. You will cry. I will cry. It'll be painful. And you will not like round kicks, board breaking ever again. Make sure you hit with the ball of your foot, bottom of your foot here. Okay, right behind the toes. Okay, right below the toes. So we set up, I distance check, I step, I spin, I'm here, I'm ready to go. I'm going to lift my leg up and spin and land through the target. Okay, I land through the target. Do not worry about rechambering, because if you rechamber, some of that power is coming back. Okay, any questions on that? Any questions on that for anybody? I know this is intermediate and advanced, so I just want to make sure that for any of my new advanced students, you're good on what you're doing as well. Okay, looks like nobody's got any questions. I want you to practice breaking with the round kick. Setting up, all that good stuff. Begin. And I'll do it here just for reminder purposes. Remember, distance check, sitting stance, spin, kick. Very good, very good. All right, now from here, for my black belts, if you want to work on an either your jump or your spin, you're welcome to. For others, you are welcome to work on your hand technique. Okay, black belts, you can also work on the hand technique as well, or you can do your jump or your spin. Color ranks, hand techniques. Or you can continue working on the round kick if you feel like that's the one you most need work on. So working either on the round kick, the hand technique, or if you're a first degree, your jump or spin, depending upon whichever one you're doing. And if you're second degree, you have a jump and a spin, so you can work on either one as well. All right, let's move on. Let's now go into the form. Let's work into the form, Wadong. Now, Tuesday, I know we did it, me facing away from the camera. It seemed to have helped a lot, so I'm going to continue doing that for the rest of the time that we're probably on the Zoom virtual classes. Okay, so I'm gonna face this way. I do not know where Miss McCarty went, so I'm not gonna be able to see really hands and feet, but all of you are old enough to know your left and right. So if I say my left foot steps out, then I hope everyone knows which foot's their left. Okay. So well, let's go ahead and start at do B. And Cam looks like he's excited for the form. We're going to chamber for a palm strike with our left hand doing the strike. We're going to step out into a left sitting stance, palm strike. We're going to do 2 punches. Hold the change. Our right foot's going to transition into a back stance, square block, facing the right direction. Yes. We're going to aim, uppercut. Now we're going to aim with our left hand. We're going to step our right foot into a fixed stance, punch with our right hand. And by the way, if I'm going too fast or anything for anybody, unmute yourself, let me know, I'll slow it down, okay? From here, we're going to take this hand half chamber. Feet come together. My right foot comes back to my left. Still in an open stance, so I'm still having the letter L. Downward knife hand strike with the right hand. Left foot is going to step out to the side into a front stance. Left hand punches. And that is the end of section 1. Section 2, our left hand is going to chamber on top. We're going to go back towards the front, low block with the left hand. Left leg in front, front stance. I'm going to step forward, punch. My left hand is going to open, cover the thumb. I'm going to twist into a regular Jim B stance and pull back. And remember, when we do that, my elbow stays out. Okay, elbow stays out. From here, my right leg is going to chamber and do a side kick. I'm going to leave my foot up while I chamber my right hand on top for a knife hand. As I set my foot down into a back stance, I do a knife hand. Left leg steps forward into a front stance, punch with the left hand. And we're going to step forward, punch again. Oh yeah! From here, we're going to chamber our hands for a double knife hand. So the hand that's out already for a punch, just open it. The other hand's going to come up. My left leg's going to lift up, and I'm going to spin the long direction around. I'm going to spin all the way around until I spin till it's facing the back, left. Okay? Double knife hand to the left side. Okay? So again, visually, I'm here. I'm going to spin. I'm not going to spin this way. I'm going to spin this way. Knife hand here. I'm in a back stance with my left leg in front. Now I'm going to chamber for a spear hand. So this hand that's out, I'm going to open flat, facing the ceiling. This hand, my right hand's going to go onto my belt, open to the ceiling. I'm going to step forward into a right front stance, reinforced spear. Remember, my other hand opens, coming on my tricep. Good, let's do that again. Before we do that, though, how is everybody feeling up to that point? Some's got some thumbs up. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. Some okays. This form is a challenge because it's not, there is no, like I said, do this moves this way, do this moves this way. We do these moves and we do these moves. It's kind of everywhere, all over the place. If we need to freeze there for a while, I don't mind. That's about 16 moves and there's only 29. Okay, so if you're an intermediate, then you only have 20 moves, so you got 4 more. If you're advanced, you got 29. So we're halfway there and we still have all of May. So if we need to freeze there for a little while, that's fine. I'd rather do that than overkill y'all. Okay, let's do that again. So here we go. Do me. Left hand on top. Chamber for palm strike. Step to the left. Palm strike. 1. 2 punches. Hold the change on our left side. Right leg goes into a back stance square block. Right hand reaches out. Uppercut. Left hand reaches out. Fixed stance punch with the right foot and the right hand. Right hand half chambers for a downward knife hand. Right foot comes together. Downward knife hand strike. Remember, it goes across the face, not in a circular motion. Okay, it comes across the face. Left hand, left leg steps out to the side. Punch. Now we're going to take our left hand, we're going to chamber it on top, other hand on bottom. We're going to go back towards the front. Left front stance, left low block. We're going to step forward with our right foot, punch with our right hands. Our left hand's going to open and cover the thumb. Twist into a doobie stance, pull up. Right foot side kicks. Chamber our hands for a knife hand strike. Right foot lands back into a back stance knife hand. Step forward, punch with our left hand. Step forward, punch again with our right hand. Aya! Chamber our hands for a knife, double knife hand. Left leg spins all the way around, double knife hand. Chamber our hands for the spear. Step forward with right foot and spear. Okay. How are we doing on that? Pretty good, pretty good. All right. Go ahead and practice that on your own. We've got about 5 more minutes before we're going to jump into the split challenge. So go ahead and practice that on your own. If you have questions, get stuck, get lost, let me know. And we can keep going. Yes, Ms. Pfeiffer.
For the spear hand at the end, I'm chambering with my left,
Yes.
and then that folds down, and I spear hand with the right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. It's hard to tell on the video. I just want to make sure I was doing it with the correct hands.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I know me moving this way, and then I do it all the way over here. It's like, what is he doing?
Well, it's okay. It's all right.
Here.
The forward backward thing is throwing me off, but with you facing forward, that helps a lot. So
Cool.
still just making sure I've got the right hands. Thank you.
No problem. That's why I've been trying to also verbalize left hand does this, right hand does that, because I know it's confusing.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
What, Connor?
Can you do it again? Because I forgot what's in the last thing.
Where are you stuck at?
So, you know when we go here, we punch, and then we turn around and stuff?
Okay. So after we punch, we
Which
turn
way do we turn?
double knife hand to the left. So do it with me. So put your right leg in front and punch. Chamber our hands for a double knife hand. Our left leg is going to spin. There you go, to the left side. Now our left leg stays in front into a back stance. There we go, double knife hand. So our hands are here, double knife hand, left hand's out flat, right hand's on our chest. There you go. Chamber for our spear, left hand comes out facing the ceiling, right hand's on our belt facing the ceiling. Step forward and spear with the right hand. There you go. Excellent.
So can we do it one more time? Just to make
Before we do, let me make sure everybody else is good. Does anybody else have any questions? Just want to make sure we're all good. Okay. All right, Connor. You want to start at that punch again?
What hand does the knife hand?
Say what?
What hand does the knife hand after we done our side kick to the right? I'm getting confused.
Which hand does the knife hand after which move?
After after we do our right side kick to refine.
Right side kick, right hand is gonna chamber, right hand does the knife hand.
Okay.
So when we're here and I'm here, I do the side kick with that foot, and then I land it with the same hand doing this.
Okay.
Connor, did you want to go through it again? You were doing the splits.
What?
I said, I thought you wanted to do it again, or are you ready for the split challenge?
Oh, I want to do the split challenge now.
Okay. All right, team. It is that time for the split challenge. Last day for a split challenge. 6 minutes. So, Ms. McCarty, you good on time?
Wait, I have to get my
Yes, I'm ready.
family.
I just ready to see when they're all getting switched.
All right. Once everybody gets into the splits, she will start the timer.
Wait, I have to get my family first.
That's fine.
Okay,
Go get
what?
them. Family.
Oh.
Go get them, Connor.
Oh, because they're doing it with him. That's right. I forgot they were doing the challenge with him. Took me a minute. I was like, why? Hang on, guys. Don't go all the way down until Connor gets back. I don't want you, unless if you want the extra minute. Hang on. All right, there's one. There's sister.
I think we should change the name of the split challenge to Cruel and Unusual Punishments.
That's next month. Tomorrow starts a new challenge there, Mr. Stark.
Then you should be used to cruel and unusual punishments.
All right.
Exactly.
Are you ready, Connor? Give me a thumbs up.
Good to go?
Thumbs down. Still waiting on Dad.
Everybody?
My dad is coming back from the garden work.
My
Okay.
dog here.
Oh, you got your dog there too.
Yes.
Make sure your
Yes,
dog.
we've had a lot of
Where's the
families
dog?
today. Oh, we got one dog that's kind of doing the lay down challenge. It's like, I'm not doing the splits today. I'm just gonna lay here in between you.
If I brought my dog, he'd
All right.
sit down on
All right, we're good. I'm getting ready to start. Everybody get the splits.
All right, everyone splits. Here we go. 6 minutes.
All right, and begin.
All right, so to try to help with some of the time, let's review what we went over today. After stretches, remember stretches are important. Okay, make sure you stretch. Stretching should be done after you wake up, before you go to bed, and everything in between. Okay, make sure you don't do anything without stretching at least a little bit. Okay? And then warm-ups, of course, same thing. Warm-ups are just as important. All right, gets our blood flowing, our body going, and all that good stuff. After that, we jumped into our self-defense. Practice that self-defense. Okay, later on tonight, if you got somebody that can help you out with it, practice with them. Okay, it gives that realistic feel. It gives you the idea truly of what you're doing. Okay, if you do it in the air every time, all the time, it gives the same idea, but it does not get the same feel. Okay, so just practice as much as you can on that. Board breaking. Practice that round kick, especially for sure on how you don't have to necessarily do the round kick, but just getting used to the distance checking, the move, which leg steps out, which leg turns, all that good stuff, setting up for it. Okay, getting the setup for it, that is the important thing. So that way then when you go to testing, you set up properly. You set up properly for that, okay? Because you can hurt yourself if you don't set up like you're supposed to, all right? And I don't want y'all to hurt yourselves. After that, of course, we jumped into the form. We got to move 16, which is all right for my intermediate students. That we've got 4 more moves, and we have all of May still to learn it. So I could teach you literally 1 move a week, and you'd still be good. For my advanced kids, we've got and adults, we have 29 moves. So we're over halfway through, which is good too, and it's tremendous. So there's 13 moves. Take about 4 weeks. Then that's 3 moves a week, and you're still good. So, we're on track. We're ahead of schedule. We're at the point now where we can cruise into making sure you get this form down. So I'm okay with slowing down a little bit if we need to. All right. But with that, though, we're going to go ahead and go into the definition for Wadong. Remember, Wadong does have 29 moves. And the definition for Wadong is it is named after the Wadong youth group. They originated in the early 7th century. 21st century is now, 7th century back then, that's 14 centuries, that's 1,400 years ago. 1,400 years ago. Gives you an idea how long Taekwondo has really kind of been around. Been around for a very long time. The 29 movements refer to the 29th Infantry Division. Okay, that is where Taekwondo developed into maturity. That is where Taekwondo developed into maturity. Now, just for time purposes, because I know we still got about a minute or two left, I think. I'm going to 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go over the black belts definitions as well. Hwan Ge, 39 moves, and is named after the famous Hwan Ge To-Wang, the 19th king of the Goguryeo dynasty, who regained all the lost territories, including the greater part of Manchuria. The diagram represents the expansion and recovery of lost territory, and the 39 movements refer to the first 2 digits of 391 AD, the year he came to throne. Ge Baek, 44 moves, 44 moves, is named after Ge Baek, a great general in the Baekje dynasty. I hope I pronounced that right, in 660 AD. The diagram represents his severe and strict military discipline. And outside of Wanyo, that is the shortest definition ever. I think that didn't even kill like a minute and a half. Do I have any 30 degrees on here? Oh, Miss McCarty is a 3rd degree. Yusin, 68 moves.
Woohoo!
68 moves. Yusin is named after General Kim Yusin, a commanding general during the Silla dynasty. The 68 movements refer to the last 2 figures of 668 AD, the year Korea was united. The ready posture signifies a sword drawn on the right rather than the left side, symbolizing Yusin's mistake of following his king's orders to fight with foreign forces against his own nation. So it kind of gives you a little bit of history on Taekwondo, where it came from, and where these forms come from. So they're not just forms that we drew up and decided that this is what we're going to do. These actually have meanings. These are actually forms that have been done for many of centuries. Okay. It's grown over this time, but that's where we are. All right.
And just heads up, so tomorrow marks May 1st, and we start a new challenge. So we're starting the plank challenge in May. So we'll be working up to 6-minute planks. Oh gosh, you're gonna have awesome abs. Now you got awesome leg strength, and now you're gonna have awesome abs by the end of May. And we're almost done. You got less than 10 seconds. See? We're almost there, guys.
June's gonna be push-ups for 6 minutes.
Time. Push-ups. Oh. I don't know which one's worse.
I couldn't do push-ups for 6 minutes. All right. Other than that, beyond that, good job to everybody today. You are dismissed unless you have any questions or concerns or comments or anything like that. If you do, hang tight. We'll get to everyone as soon as we can. Other than that, though, if you don't, you are dismissed. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend.